You are probably receiving a pop-up there. Just waiting for more people to come in. Is there anyone else here for the first time? If you wanna tell me on the chat. No, okay. I'm gonna send you the questions in the chat. Danny, do you have any questions about how this is gonna work?
No.
All right. If you do, feel free to ask, okay?
Okay.
Guys, today we're going to talk about anxiety. Isabella set these questions for us. So, Danny, I'm going to put you here in the main room with me because it's the first time. But actually, in the other rooms, people usually choose a leader to lead the conversation. That is the place that I am going to be doing here today in the main room. And we all get to answer each question, okay? All right, guys, so. Splitting us right now. All right. I'm gonna split us, guys. Wait, I did something wrong here, just a minute. For the guys who are watching us on YouTube live right now, Talk and Talk is a speaking platform where we can practice our English skills, our speaking skills in other languages too. So you can practice your Spanish, your Italian, your French. If you have any other questions about how this is gonna work, you can go to talkandtalk.com.br, okay? Welcome you guys who are entering the room. I didn't talk to you yet. I am a little bit busy here speaking us in different rooms. Is there anyone here for the first time besides Danny?
No.
Inas, it is your first time here?
No.
All right, thank you. All right, guys, so we're good to go. I'll bring you all back in about 8:50, all right? I'll see you in 40 minutes. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so we have here Danny, Inas, and Lincoln, and me. Danny, can you start please introducing yourself? Just a quick introduction, your name, your age, what do you do for a living, why are you here?
Okay. I'm Daniela. I'm 34 years old. I live in Queiroz, São Paulo. I am married. I have one daughter. I work in a trade union as a secretary. I like to watch movies with my daughter. I like to go to the park. What else? I'm here to practice my speaking because it's the hardest part to learn. And that's it. I'm nervous.
That's okay to be nervous. It's normal. Here is it's a place where you can feel free to make mistakes, all right? No one here is a pro. We're all here to share our knowledge. Wait a minute, someone else is going in. All right. So great to have you here, Danny. Thank you so much for sharing. Inas, what about you? Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, nice to meet you. My name is Inês. I'm 22 years old. I'm a civil engineer student, but I'm going to graduate by the end of the year. I live in a small city called Uberaba in Minas Gerais, but I study in I live in Sacramento, but I study in Uberaba. That is still a small city, but it's bigger than Sacramento. Yeah, and I guess that's it.
Great. You are close to me, but not that close because I'm in Viçosa. But we're still in the same state.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Lincoln?
I'm sorry, I was muted.
That's okay.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Lincoln. I live in Brasilia. I am 29 years old, and I am currently working as a technical writer. So I work writing in English, and I think I write well, but when it comes to have a conversation, sometimes I get shy and I cannot have a good conversation because I feel nervous and the anxiety is bigger than everything. That's why I'm here because I would like to practice more and to exchange experiences with you guys.
Welcome to the club of people who writes well, reads well, but cannot begin a conversation without stucking, it's horrible. That's why I'm here too. Okay, guys. It's a pleasure to have you guys here today. Let's talk about anxiety. So, what is anxiety for you, Inas?
Anxiety for me, it's a thing, I guess. I don't know how to explain. And being honest, it's a feeling that you have when you have something coming to you, like event or even on the day, and you feel nervous and you feel afraid sometimes because you don't know what will happen, and if the event that you have will happen very well, and I guess that's it. I don't know how to explain this.
It's hard to explain, right? Guys, my connection is very bad. If I freeze, please continue without me. I don't know if you guys are hearing me. Are listening to me?
We are hearing you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah, I was saying that defining anxiety for me is like defining love. It's hard for me. But yeah, I think I don't have anything to add to what Ina said. For me, is that, Lincoln, do you have anything to add? What is your perspective on anxiety?
Anxiety for me is when I feel like everything is happening all at once, when I cannot control my emotions, my feelings. It's like our feelings stay in a box and then all of them are floating around you like a hurricane, and you cannot control. You don't know how to feel. I had some episodes where I had anxiety attacks, and it was not that good, but now I'm feeling so much better.
That's great to hear, Lincoln. Danny, what about you? You have anxiety episodes too? You have examples? What do you think is anxiety?
Oh my gosh, I'm a person really, really anxious. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm anxious now. My gosh, it's a feeling, it's a bad feeling. As Lincoln said, you can control your feeling, your body. Like me, I was with stomach ache. Sometimes I have headache. It's impossible to control yourself. It's complicated. It's a bad feeling. I think, and I'm always try to control myself, but it's impossible. Yeah.
Yeah, Danny, thank you for sharing. Inas, can you please read it out loud, question number 2, and then answer it?
Yeah, of course. Where in your body do you feel anxiety, like body sensations, aches, pains? I feel mostly on my head. I really have headaches, and I have headaches and stomachs really, I don't know how do you say, I have stomach ache. Yeah, and I feel nervous and mostly headaches and stomach aches, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
How about you, Sarah?
Thank you. Yeah, I think I mostly feel, how can I say that? A migraine, like a headache, but bigger, you know? Migraine? Do you all know migraine, guys?
Yeah, yes, that's it.
All right.
Yes.
Migraine, Danny, is enxaqueca, all right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I deal with migraine since I was 15. It's horrible because when I was 15, I had like 3 migraine crises during a week. I couldn't do anything. That's why I usually don't drink alcohol, because for all my life, if I drink alcohol, I get a horrible migraine. So yeah, that's it. And that is the main symptom that I have when I have anxiety or something like that, when I'm stressed. And yeah, that's it. What about you, Lincoln?
The palm of my hands start sweating and shaking, and I have stomach ache too, like Danny, Inaz, and you.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Mostly my hands start to sweating, like, oh my God. It's complicated.
Are you one of those people who feels incredibly discomfortable with the sweating in the palm of your hands? Because I have a friend who always is sweating in her hands, and she's very ashamed of it. She doesn't want to touch anything or anyone because she's afraid that people are gonna make fun of her, you know. You deal with that too?
No, I'm not in this group of people, but when I'm anxious, when I'm nervous, this is the first sign. My hands start sweating.
Oh, got it. Thank you, Lincoln. What about you, Danny? Do you have any symptoms? Anything in your body?
Yeah. Mostly my stomach and my head ache a lot. Yeah. Oh my God. It's a bad feeling. Yeah.
It's horrible,
complicated.
right?
Yeah. Oh my God, this feeling. I don't know how I can explain that, but my hand get cold too. Cold. Yeah.
Yeah, I do have that too. My hand and my feet get cold. It's horrible because I feel very discomfortable, uncomfortable. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, guys. Question number 3. What are the most common causes of anxiety in your country? Yeah, we live in the same country. So what are the most common causes of anxiety in your opinion, Lincoln?
I think mostly it is related to work topics like job interview, work routine. We are always pressuring ourselves and pressured by others. And with my friends and people that I know that is close to me, most of them have anxiety and panic attacks caused by job. And I think it's very complicated because we need the job to survive. If we don't have job, we will be anxious. But sometimes if you are in a job that is not that good, it makes you more and more anxious.
Yeah, that's totally true, Lincoln. What do you think, Ines? Do you have any other situation where you think it's the cause of anxiety?
First of all, I think that Lincoln said very well, but I I think to when you're in a situation that have a lot of pressure, like in some professional or some situation, even in your house, like a mom that have to work to do their chores and I think that's it. Even yeah, and when you have a lot of pressure on you, when you have to do something, and some other persons or other results depends on how you will do that thing. I don't know.
It depends on the person, right? Because the cause of an anxiety to me is different than it is to you guys. So
Yeah,
maybe I'm anxious because I couldn't clean my house, for example. And maybe Ines doesn't care if she cleaned the house or not. She's not anxious with that. So it's all in our heads, what is important to each and every one of us.
yeah, that's
Johnny,
right.
what do you think, Johnny?
For me, when I have to do something new, like this class, I or job interview, something new for me. It's really complicated. I always have this problem to control myself. My heart is beating a lot. I don't know if this word is correct to say. Yeah, when I have to do something new or to talk with another person that I have never seen. Yeah, something like that.
Basic new things, right? The job interview, it's a great example, or maybe a lecture, making a speech for a lot of people. Oh my God,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's terrible.
that's horrible.
Oh my gosh.
And guys, do you tend to avoid situations like that? Like if you have the opportunity, would you not make a speech? Would you refuse to make a speech for a lot of people? Would you refuse to make a job interview or try not to? I don't know if I give good examples, but you got the point, right? Would you avoid being in front of those situations? Lincoln, what do you think?
I think it depends on the situation. If we are talking about job interviews, I do it, even if I feel anxious, because I am the type of person that when I'm anxious, I talk a lot. So I don't avoid job interviews. But when we are talking about people, like if you lived with someone who hurt you or is or was a bad person for you, I try to avoid. And places too, like when I used to feel anxious when I was at crowded places like concerts and cinema, or places that I couldn't see the images exit, I think it's valid you avoid situations, but not stop to face the reasons and do something about it.
Yeah, for sure. I imagine claustrophobic people in those situations where they cannot see the
Yeah.
exit. Oh my God.
Not easy.
Ines, what do you think?
Depends by the situation too. If something, sometimes I like to do situation that I know that make me anxious because I want to improve myself. And I guess sometimes anxious is a good thing. I don't know. A lot of times I was anxious before some occasion to talk to people, to do an interview, to talk to someone that I thought they didn't like me. I don't know. And every time the result was really good, even if I was anxious. And sometimes of course, I avoid situation that I don't know that I know that it's not good for me, and I know that I will not feel okay after it. So it depends the situation.
Yeah, Lincoln gave a good example for me. Sometimes we cannot run away of a situation like a job interview or a school presentation of a paper of work to be done. But I try to avoid big crowds because I cannot deal with that. I cannot deal with a place with a lot of noise. It makes me very atordoada. I don't know the word in English. But Benny, what do you think? Do you agree with the guys? Do you have any other opinion?
I agree with you. I sometimes to try to put myself in certain situations to improve myself, to oh my gosh, to I forgot the word. To make me feel more to encourage the situation like this today. Oh my gosh, I'm really nervous. And yeah, sometimes we have to encourage some situations, even if the situations make you feel uncomfortable. And yeah, that's it.
We have to put ourselves out there, right? I think that's the
Yeah,
expression.
yeah. Thank you.
Great points. You're welcome. All right, guys, question number 5. Do you normally talk with your friends and family about mental diseases? So I do with my mom. We love to talk about that. Not love, but I think we like to talk about that. We feel comfortable with each other, talking about mental diseases and how it is important for us to talk about it because it is a taboo, right? So she had depression a long time ago. And after she had it, she could talk to me more openly. It was not a taboo for her anymore because she had to take some meds. And anyway, it was good for her and it was good for me too. Ines, what do you think?
I don't normally talk with my family. I know that it's important, but because it's not a taboo, but my family, my house, I don't know, they don't care about that thing. I don't know. It's a thing that I tried a lot of times to talk, to comment, to say something, but I don't know. It's other pensamentos. I forgot the word.
Other thoughts?
Yeah, they don't think like, I don't know, because they are on me, they have a I don't know. I guess that's it. But in family, in friends, between the friends, sometimes we talk about that thing. And on the internet, we see a lot of people talking about, but on my house, no, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's too bad. I think that's so important, right?
Yeah, I know that's important, but
one day we'll get there. One day people will talk about it like people talk about football or religions. I don't know.
yeah, that's right.
Lincoln, and what about your family and friends? Do you talk with them about these?
Well, this is a currently topic in my friends' meetings. We are all going to psychologists. Some of us deal with depression and anxiety. And even with my family, I try to be open about this topic and encouraging them to talk about their feelings with a friends, with a lover, a specialist, but say, and especially with my grandmother because she says Jesus is my psychologist. Like I know what Ina's faces because some people of my family are very religious, so this is a sensitive topic to talk about with them. But I believe if we start to talk about it, we will walk step by step to a better place to speak about it.
Yeah, for sure, Lincoln. It's a hard work because people we have a lot of different generations living with this topic, right? Our grandmas, our moms, our generation. I think that's for everyone here. The kids from who were born after the 2000. Yeah, so each of us face this topic differently. You know, for me that's not a taboo, but for my father especially, who likes to be a man, it's a big taboo. Danny, what do you think? It's my connection bad. Are you guys
No,
hearing?
I'm here.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry. What is the question? Oh my God.
Question. That's okay, Danny. Don't be anxious. Question number 5. Do you normally talk with your friends and family about mental diseases?
Okay. My family not, but I already talked with this topic with my husband because last year I was a little depressed because everything was happening in the road in Brazil, the pandemic. Yeah, it is, I guess, I believe it's really important to find some help. Yeah, that's it.
And do you intend to talk to your daughter about this when she's older, when she's old enough?
Yes, it's important.
I always had a question in my head because I don't have kids. I'm not married, but I've always wondered when is the time to put my daughter in a psychologist, because I do therapy and I love it. I think it's very important, but I don't know if that decision should come from your kid or you should give it a little push and send her to the therapist so she can get to know how therapy works. What is your opinion, Dani? Do you want to put her in therapy someday?
I think it is important because nowadays the children, it's is not, how can I say that? It is, they are getting just in television, video game, about the education. I believe it is important to talk about that with my child, in the future, because mental health is really important.
Great. Yeah. Thank you for your input, Dani. Okay, guys, everybody answered question number 5? Yeah? Lincoln and
Yes.
Inas? I forgot. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry, guys.
Yeah.
It's almost the end of the day for me. My head is, yeah.
That's fine.
So question number 6, guys. We are the generation of stress. Is anxiety a way of life for our generation? I must confess that I don't know the answer for this. I didn't understand quite well the question, but if you guys do understand, please help me. Inas, what is your input on this question?
What input?
Yeah, what is your opinion about this question number 6? Sorry.
It's a complicated question. I don't know if I understood.
Would you like me to answer, Inas?
Yes.
And so you can think about it?
Thank you, Lincoln. Yeah,
No problem. Well, I think unfortunately it is, because we are always chasing things and sometimes we feel like we don't have time. We should have a house at 20, a good job at 22, be married and have kids at 25, and everything figure it out at 30. So we feel like we are running out of time. And in the middle of the situations, you have to be pretty and post everything on Instagram. So I think I know these things are important. It is good to have a good job. It is good to get married. It is good to have a good life where you feel comfortable. But you don't have to be in that specific time that society expect us to be. So I think all these things contributes, and the social media contributes to make us more stressed and anxiety.
Heads up to Lincoln because I didn't understand the question, guys. But thank you, Lincoln, for translating that for us. So Inas, do you have an opinion now that Lincoln clarified that for us?
I think words my side. I'm not a person that's good with words, even in Portuguese. I think that Lincoln said very well that.
Okay, thank you, Inas. What about you, Dani? Do you understand the question? Do you understand what Lincoln said?
Yeah, I agree with what Lincoln said. Yeah.
All right, guys. Yeah, I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Yeah, I was gonna say that, did you guys notice that it's very common nowadays that young people diagnose themselves with anxiety, and they say it like it's like you have a pet, like you have a new purse. Like, oh, I have anxiety. Oh, yeah, I'm taking pills because of my depression and anxiety. I am not saying that they are wrong, all right? But it's sad to think that people treat anxiety like it's normal, like it's waking up and changing clothes and having anxiety. I don't know. It's sad to face that. Okay, question number 7. When your anxiety hits, what's the first thing to do? For me, it's to stop everything and take a migraine pill. What about you, Ines?
I try to relax and stay in silent. I don't do anything. Don't use cell phone. Don't use computer, because I stay on computer for hours every day. And I try to breathe, to run, to do something to spare my head.
Moving away from technology and information, it's very important, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Lincoln? What do you do?
Like Ines said, I try to log off of every social media or the job, and I try to breathe deeply and drink some really cold water, because I feel better when I drink some cold water. And I try to focus on the water going down my throat, and that is something that makes me feel so much better, and I recommend that to you because it's something that helps me a lot.
That's great. I've never heard of it. I've heard of breathing exercises, but yeah, the water thing is great. What do you think, Danny? Danny, are you there?
Oh, hello?
Hi, are you listening to me?
Yes.
Question number 6, Danny. 6? Sorry.
7?
7. When
7.
your anxiety hits, what's the first thing you do?
Take a shower. Maybe read some book. Relax in my couch. Yeah, I like to do that.
Great. We'll have
Getting in silence. Yeah, but my daughter don't allow. Does allow.
I can imagine that then.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Okay, guys, question number 8. What's your stress level lately? Is this because of your anxious disorder? Yeah, I think my stress level is very low because I'm not working. But when I am, yeah, I'm very anxious and very stressed because I put so much pressure on myself. What do you think, Ines? What about you?
Lately, I'm on a very low level because right now I am on holidays. But the last 2 weeks of my classes, I was level 10 of 10 because I had every day I had three assignments to do, exams to do, and I had a lot of things to do, and my stress was on the high level. But right now I'm cool because I have nothing to do right now, and yeah, I don't have anything to deliver, so I'm cool right now.
That's great. I love the holiday season when I was in college. Oh my God, I feel so light, because when people see it from the outside, it seems like when we just study, we have to just study, My father used to say, "Oh, you just have to study," but study takes a lot of dedication, and I put a lot of pressure on myself. I bet you do that too, Ines.
Yeah,
You get on tasks, right?
Yeah, I always tell that by the end of the year, oh, I'm tired, but I'm not tired physically, I'm tired mentally. I can't do anything because I cannot think. I just want to exist. I don't want to think by the end of the day.
Exactly. Lincoln, what about you?
I am in the middle of a migration of career. I quit my previous job to jump into this technical writer thing 3 months ago. So I am feeling anxious because of it. But I go on therapy, so I think I'm dealing very well with it. I am respecting my process, my time, and I think I'm dealing well with those changes, but I am anxious because this is a part of the human experience, but I am doing well, I think.
Yeah, that's great, Lincoln. Therapy helps a lot, especially in this transition process. As Danny said, every new thing for her gives her anxiety. So yeah, when we don't know what we're doing, we feel a little lost. It sure
Yes, I
gives us a little
totally
bit
agree
of
with her.
anxiety. Danny, what about you?
I think my level of stress is in the middle because I work, I have a family, I have a daughter, I have my studies. Yeah, I think it's a little pressure for me. I have a lot of things to do, and sometimes I want to do all the things at the same time, and this makes me feel not enough. It's complicated, yeah, but I'm trying to control myself and try to do one thing and read today.
Yeah, one thing at a time, Danny.
Yeah.
When I see my house and when it's a mess, like this over here, it's already making me, I don't know, incomodada because it's out of place, I have to put everything in their right place. So when my house is a mess, oh my God, I feel very anxious. That's horrible.
Yeah, oh my gosh. And I sometimes have to study something, some topics. I have to read something. I need to practice my speaking. I have to practice my listening. I work, my daughter. Oh my gosh. I feel a little lost.
We feel overwhelmed, right? I think that's the word.
Overwhelmed.
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 I'm going to type it for you. All right, guys, question number, we still have time? We do. Question number 9. How can we find a balance and not get anxious or paranoid? Ines.
I guess that knowing your limits and knowing and let's remember this word. Autoconhecimento, how we call autocorrect in English.
I think self-awareness.
Yeah, self-awareness of you to how you behave, to how you know you will feel, and knowing your limits, and know how to pause, to how to get help, how to pause your life, to relax. And I guess that's
Know
it.
your limits for me, it's everything. You sum everything that I want. Know my limits to really know when I need to take a break.
Yeah.
What about you, Lincoln?
I think therapy is the main thing, but focus on your wellness, exercise, drink water, and believe. I tell my family and friends and everyone who is struggling with something. Everything is temporary. You won't feel this anxious forever. You survive with things you thought you wouldn't. And I try to focus on it. Everything's temporary. I will get better.
Great, Lincoln. It's a great thing to think when you are lost in your thoughts, right? When you're anxious.
Yes,
because
it helped with me a lot.
when we're anxious, we don't see, I think we get a clouded vision, we don't see what's in front of us, what's ahead. So that's a great way to think. Dani, what about you? How can we find a balance and not get anxious or paranoid?
I see what is my priority and try to resolve it. So it me feels more relaxed, under control, and when I can resolve something that makes me feel anxious. Yeah.
Wait, you said that when you can resolve something, like cross something off your list, you feel more relaxed.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that too. I sometimes make a list just to clear my head, put everything on the paper, just to organize my thoughts. That's very important.
Yes.
Guys, I'm bringing everybody back, so I don't think we have a time for another question. Yeah, guys are coming back. Alrighty. Hey guys. Welcome back. Just waiting for everyone to come back. Sending you guys the YouTube link that we are live and the survey link. I think you all get it. So the YouTube link, if you can please go and like the video that we are live right now, so we can be spread a lot in YouTube. And the survey link is a survey to evaluate TNT and this conversation, maybe suggest another topics, all right? Please feel free to give your opinion. So guys, how was the conversation in the other rooms? Yolanda, how was it for you? Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it a lot. Me and the girls talk a lot about anxiety and about what we think. It was great. We didn't finish at all the questions. I think we made, but it was really good.
That's great. And Yolanda, do you used to talk about anxiety and mental diseases with your family and friends? It's normal for you, or is it taboo in your family?
No, it is not. It was in the past, but nowadays we talk a lot about this and we understand. And as I said, for all the girls, I have anxiety and I take medicines for this. So it's a disease like when you break your arm, you need to take a medicine for your pain, or when you're with headache, you need that medicine for this also. So we need to understand and talk more about this to break the misconception about it. So yeah, I think it's what I think, and all the girls.
Great. Thank you, Yolanda, for sharing. Maria Clara, what are the common symptoms of anxiety in your body? Do you also have stomach ache, headache? How is it for you?
Yeah, the same. Headache. My heart starts beating so fast. I can breathe. It's really complicated, and also I can stop thinking about only this subject. So it's difficult.
And what usually do you do to make that stop? Do you do breathing exercises? What do you do? Take a hot shower?
I think like listening to music, it's something that can help me. And also sometimes when you don't tell the people, it's really hard. So maybe just go and try to talk with someone else helps me a lot. Yeah, I did this. Oh, also painting. I love painting. So when I'm really feeling really with anxiety, I go ahead and try to painting something.
That's great. Yeah, I think art is a very good válvula de escape. I don't know that. If you guys know, please type because I want to learn it. But okay, guys, thank you, Maria, for sharing. Elisangela, hi. Yeah, I had a question to ask you. I lost it. Wait a minute. What's your stress level lately, Elisangela?
Hello, guys. I think my job, because my boss ended in the in my company, yes, and the situation is very difficult because I don't know when, I don't know what people come on. Yes, I think the situation is very stressful for me. My stress level is hard in this moment.
Yeah, that's so glad to hear, Elisangela. I hope you can pass through that. Maybe find an art system like Maria Clara, paint some paintings, play the piano like me.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for sharing, Elisangela. Deborah, hello. I had a question for you. Oh yeah. Where is Deborah? Do you usually avoid situations? Like I was talking to the guys in my room, like some situations we cannot avoid, right? Like job interview or doing a speech for a lot of people that you have to, but do you usually try to avoid situations where you feel anxious?
Not exactly. I don't try to avoid it, but I'm trying to be prepared and training a lot before the situations happen, and that's it. Be prepared is bring us more comfortable. And so if it's possible, I'm trying to training a lot before to pass through the situations. It's out of our control.
Yeah, for sure, Deborah. Thank you so much for sharing.
You're
Guys,
welcome.
yeah, I wanted just to ask Danny, how was it for you, your first TNT meeting? Do you like it? Danny.
Yeah, I like it so much. But I'm
That's great.
continue nervous.
You're still anxious after this whole anxiety session.
Yes.
Yeah, anxiety is not easy, guys, but I am very happy that you like it, Danny. I hope you come back, come to other meetings. I hope you feel less anxious each and every time that you come to TNT. Because
Okay.
I felt very anxious in the first time. I still am a little anxious sometimes, but it gets better.
I will
Guys.
try.
Yeah. Great, Danny. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm sorry. I'm a little lost here because this is not my meeting. I usually deal with 5 people, not a lot like you guys are here today. So I'm sorry if I got a little lost in the beginning. But yeah, we made it through. And I want to thank you guys for coming today. I'll see you guys next time. A special thanks to the guys who were with me in my room. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Have a
Thank
nice
you so
night.
much.
Thank you too.
Bye
Nice to
bye.
meet
Nice to meet
Bye
you.
bye.
Thank you for having me.
Bye.